Yeah, y'all, play on. Now trip out in your head. Float on. Just hold that groove right there, let it sink in. All around the world. Yeah. All around the world. Melodic doo-doo. Shit, poop.
When you live together, you know, and you find that you like really love her, like they help you, right? My girl don't make me feel bad. She doesn't make me feel bad about anything I do, you know? Like I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to clean better. I'm trying to become an adult. I'm trying to stop smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking know me. I am out of 7th grade, okay? But people always say like, oh, are you gonna stop? It's legal. It's not fucking cool anymore. I'm smoking meth now. No, I'm playing. It's Adderall. You gotta stay high but focused. I want to stop smoking weed because of the bullshit myths that they feed us about it. And I'm not talking about the ones that aren't true. A lot of people say if you smoke weed a lot that it will mess up your memory. That's not true. I smoke weed. I remember shit all the time. I remember shit all the time. I just got high before my set. As soon as I got high, I was like, I just remembered I have anxiety. I totally forgot about it. But good thing I smoked, you know? No, I'm talking about the myths that cause you gotta go to the store to buy weed now, bro. Like, and wait in a line. I used to sell weed, bro. I would never make you wait in a line, bro. I would make you wait in a parking lot. And you send a text, where you at? I'd be like, I'm on my way. And that meant 35 to 4 hours. Like, that's real shit, right? No, you gotta wait in a line at the store and they gaslight you into thinking like, oh, I'm not a pothead, you know? They'll be like, I ask simple questions. Is this weed good or bad? And they're like, oh, that weed's 83% THC. And it's like, I didn't ask that question. Did I ask you send this shit to Ancestry.com? No. Is it good or bad? They go, well, it's a sativa, so it'll probably wake you up. And it's like, don't lie to me, bro. That's the lie we told the government to get this shit legal so you could have a job. Weed doesn't wake you up. I've never been tired in the morning like, man, I'm pretty groggy. Let me smoke 3 blunts back to back. No, that's cocaine, all right? They'll say, oh, indica will put you to sleep. If you've ever smoked a hybrid sativa, that's when you're awake and asleep at the same time. That's ambient, bitch. Don't lie to me. But my favorite myth is ridiculous. I don't know if you've ever heard this one. This one ain't true. A lot of people would say if you smoke a lot of weed that like, it will mess up your memory. That's bullshit, bro. I smoke weed, I remember shit all the time. Just getting high outside.
Nice to meet y'all. My name's Derrick Stroop. I'm excited to be here. I live in New York City and nobody believes me. I told the guy at the bodega, I go, hey man, I live here. He goes, enjoy your visit. I said, my apartment's connected to this bodega. He goes, you need to go see the Statue of Liberty, man. But we're figuring it out. I enjoy New York City, man. I love the food so much. I love salt. I really do. I love sodium. I love it, man. Sometimes I'll buy bologna and just suck on it. You know what I mean? I mean, when I get done eating dinner, I want to take my socks off, and it looks like I still got them on. And listen, I didn't know bologna was for poor people till I moved to New York. Where I'm from, it's a delicacy. I moved here, I went, hey, I love bologna. And they went, you know what, man? I've got $1 on me. Let me give you some turkey money to run around with, you know? We're figuring it out. Me and my wife, we got a nice little apartment in Queens. It's me, her, yeah, thank y'all. It's me, her, and a few mice. We're trying to figure it out. Listen, I've dealt with mice before, but not New York City mice are built different. I've never seen mice with their hats on backwards. That's wild. No, I threw rat poison under the cabinet in the kitchen. One of them started using it as war paint, man. Another one bit the top off and rolled it back into the living room. No, these mice are built different. I tried to use glue traps, and let me tell you, glue traps are for psychopaths. No, you got something wrong. I was watching TV in the living room, and one of the mice came in. He was dragging a glue trap with his leg. He goes, "Kill me like a man!" And he just drug it off into another room, man. You using glue traps, you're built different. Now you're gonna walk in, what are you gonna do? The mouse is just stuck there blinking, looking at you going, "Hey, what are you gonna do now? Tough guy," you know? I turned 40 this past year. Yeah, thank you. I'm a proud 90s kid. I really am. We were the last generation to not be ruled by the internet. The last ones to know where our friends were by the bikes in the yard. And we had some experiences that these kids, they miss out on that I think help mold us today. Like, you remember back in the day when you had a crush on somebody? You'd have to call the house and talk to a parent before you talked to your crush. I'd like to bring that back. None of this dodging and weaving and texting. You got a crush on Hannah, let's earn it, big dog. Let's call the house. You remember how nervous we would be back in the day? I'd be in the kitchen by the phone like, "Stay loose right here, man." Her grandmother might answer, be ready to pivot, you know what I mean? I can still hear her father answer the phone till this day. He'd go, "Hello," and I'd go, "Is Hannah home?" He'd say, "Yeah, man, she's running around here somewhere." Then he'd go, "Who am I speaking with?" He'd go, "This is Derrick Stroop." He'd go, "Nice to meet you, Derrick. I'm Hannah's father. I'm Jeff Turner. So why are we calling my daughter tonight?" Do y'all remember that? These kids are not built for that direct communication. If that happened to one of y'all's kids, they'd hand you the phone. They'd go, "Jeff wants to talk to you." Back in the day, we had to stay in the saddle, figure it out. Send old Jeff a line, you know. I'd go, "Well, I was gonna ask Hannah a question about math." And this was not Jeff's first rodeo. He'd go, "Derrick, you're not gonna believe this, man, but I'm pretty good at math myself." Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. I love looking back on these experiences. I was a bus rider growing up. I think that'll help mold who I am today. Some of y'all were car riders. I know it when I meet you. Your hands are soft. No, you're not built like a bus rider. Car riders, your day started off with a Lunchable and a high five. The last thing you saw was a minivan full of love. Bus riders, our day started off with death threats. "If you miss the bus, so help me." I'm in there ironing my pants. They're on me. I'm going, "Oh my goodness." And the bus was lawless back in the day. I grew up way out in the country. My bus was K through 12. The whole school was on one bus. It should not be that way. We grew up fast, man. I was a third grader sitting next to 10th graders. I was hearing words I couldn't comprehend, sentences I didn't understand. That's because the bus was the internet before the internet ever existed. It was Google on wheels, and the further you went on the back of that bus, the deeper in the internet you got. That last row was the dark web, my man. Thank y'all so much. I'm Derrick Stroop. Thank you very much. Thank y'all.
You guys gotta know, too, that, like, the only thing that happens when you legalize weed is that, you know, stoners have nothing left to talk about. Like, that's it. Literally, the day we legalized weed, all the potheads in Colorado were like, "Well, shit, that was pretty much our plans for the day. So, what are we gonna do now? How about we fix our roads and schools?" And they did. It's the only time weed made everyone more productive. It's amazing. It's like legalizing weed was like we just had to get it out of the way so we could like do real shit, you know? Yeah, legalizing weed is like, it was like, for liberals, legalizing weed is like jerking off first thing in the morning, you know? Like, you just gotta do it so you can be productive, you know? Have a good day. That's it.
Step to this.
It's great. I don't know, people worry, like, people always say, you know, if you legalize weed, there's gonna be more drugs in the hands of young people. But when you think about it, most weed dealers right now, as it stands, are 16-year-olds. Like, they have all of the weed. The pot shops will put them out of business. That's what we need. I currently buy weed from a kid named Zach, whose mom loves him way more than she should, you know? Legalizing weed is gonna ruin his business model. He's gonna have to sell his dirt bike.
bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in the teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
Get his shit together. Also, like, it's not high schoolers you gotta worry about. It's like white moms and all of their friends, you know? They're the ones who are getting way too high. And I know this because I have a white mom and she has friends, okay? And they all have the exact same story, which is like, I took half of an edible, it didn't work in 20 minutes, so I took another edible, a whole one, and then I got so high I went into menopause 10 years early. Why? Because the thing is, like, today's weed is like 70s weed on meth, you know? So they think that just because they smoked a couple groovy doobs back in the day means that they're ready to try a weed called Anger Venom OG. Doesn't happen that way.
Okay. Maybe too hard still.
And it will be. I've seen the future and it works. If there's life after, we will see. So I can't go like a jerk. Systematic overthrow of the underclass. Well, Hollywood conjures images of the past. New world needs spirituality that will last. I've seen the future and it will be. And it will be. I've seen the future and it works. If there's life after, we will see. So I can't go like a jerk. Yellow smiley offers me X, like it's drinking 7-Up. I would rather drink 6 razor blades. Razor blades from a paper cup. Understand, I say too tough. It's just that I've seen the future. Boy, it's rough. I've seen the future and it will be. I've seen the future and it works. If there's life after, we will see. So you can't go like a jerk. No, no.
That's another thing. Have you noticed that they name the weeds like warnings of what's gonna happen to you? Like you go into the dispensary and they're like, so this is our new strain. It's called Holy Shit, My Eyebrows Hurts.
Okay.
Wait.
This next one is it's an Indica sativa blend. It's called Neck Punch. You're gonna find out. You'll find out. And this last one over here is just called Pop Pop. Thing. That's it.
So fucking cool.
Has anyone here ever like actually been in a dispensary? Yeah? It's like, so for those of you who have not, it's a lot. Like it's wild. Like you go in there and they make you like sit in a waiting room and then a guy comes and gets you and he's like, hey, I'm Seth, I'm gonna be your KEO today. That's Kush Executive Officer. And you're like, which by the way, I learned you do not need a business degree for that. So you know. And then he like leads you through, he gives you like a tour of the shop, and he's like, here's our edibles, our drinkables, our lotions, our oils, our tinctures, our flowers. And you're like, dude, just fucking make me drive around the block with you and put it in a bag. I don't care. I just want, like I get that it's legal, but make me feel like it's not, you know? I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I don't know anything about weed. They need to make a dispensary for people like me that's just called like my brother's weird friend's dispensary. You know?
I can't smoke in public anymore. That's the kind of person that I have to do it at the end of the night, like a teacher trying to unwind. Like that's who I, you know what I mean? It's like those fucking kids, you know? Every goddamn day. Every day. And literally the last time I was in public in New York City, I was outside of a comedy club. Now, smoking weed alone. I don't want to brag. But I want to paint a picture. I was not like posted up against a comedy club with like a blunt coming out of my mouth being like, fuck the police. That's not me. I was tucked in the doorway next to a comedy club and I was like smoking a little one-hitter and frantically looking around for anybody. And in that moment, I swear to God, a police raid decided to happen to the building I was standing out front of. 10 years I lived in New York City, never even seen one. Now there's one happening to me in real time. And they're all coming at in waves. There was 12 police cars that screeched up. There were dogs. Then like assault rifle gangs came by. There was a guy with a battering ram coming towards me, making direct eye contact. He was moving directly towards me. And of course, being stoned, I just assumed they're there for me, you know, of course. So I had two choices. I was like, I could either just like put it away and just walk calmly back into the comedy club, or I could do what I did, which was have a complete breakdown. That's what I decided. I was like, I did it! I like laid on the ground, I fucking spread out. I was admitting to crimes I didn't commit. I was like, I stole from the church. Like it just sound, you know what I mean? Like it just.
Wait. I'm a 90s kid, you know, born in the 80s. Some people don't understand that. They think if they were born in 93, they're a 90s kid. You're a dumbass. You gotta be born in the 80s to be a 90s kid. You don't remember Nickelodeon like we do. And let me tell you, and I was thinking about this the other day. There's something that we had in the 90s that they took from us that they should bring back. And it's titty twisters. No, y'all listen to me. No, I'm serious. If you're a 90s kid, it was rampant back then. I mean, we had to keep our head on a swivel. You'd be at Mama's house just cruising through the living room and your cousin would reach out and light your ass up. And then they'd get you with another one. They'd have both nipples and they'd go, hey, Derrick, jumper cables, you know? And I'd be like, hey, Ricky, I can't feel my balls, buddy, you know? And they'd be doing it so hard, you'd learn a little bit about yourself. You're like, I don't hate it, but you're rough. God, you are rough, Ricky, you're rough. But it's just a game that we should bring back. This younger generation could use some titty twisters. They took titty twisters during the Me Too movement. Y'all didn't even notice. They took you here, they took you there, they took these from us. This younger generation is an aloof group of kids. They haven't looked up from their phones in 4 or 5 months. We start reaching out and giving them a few of these, and I bet you they start looking around. I bet you they start peeking around some corners, you know? And next time your nephew's being a rascal, reach out and give him one. Now these kids, listen to me, y'all. This is good stuff. These kids are gonna be surprised. They've never heard of this game before. They've never heard of titty twisters, and it's a pretty soft generation. You're gonna get some safe space, okay? Do not let go of their nipple. I'm serious. I've had them try to run. Some of them will try to roll. Let them roll. Listen, we've got enough baristas. We need some more iron workers, y'all. You gotta tell you, if they try to stand up, you're gonna join the union, okay? You're gonna learn how to make your own lunch. We gotta toughen these kids up. Just another example. I mean, the games in the 90s were insane. We didn't have the internet. 90s kids were the last generation before the internet. And all the games before us were terrible. I mean, I asked my mom, what'd y'all play growing up? She said, kick the can. I was like, that's a sad story, Stacy. I mean, that's a game I wouldn't even be able to play in Colorado. You'd have 6 hipsters show up. Pick up the can! This is how we lost the damn dinosaurs. You wouldn't be able to play that. Some of y'all over the age of 45 had some of the dumbest games ever. You thought tetherball was the lights out game. That's a ball, a pole, and a rope. You're an idiot just standing there in the yard smacking a ball around. You can't believe it keeps coming back to you. This shit's electric. It's because we didn't have internet yet. I mean, I can remember growing up, I'd ring people's doorbells and take off and jump in the ditch. It felt like drugs, y'all. I mean, I'd ring 3 or 4 doorbells. I'd be sitting in a ditch and I'd be like, I'm a gang member now. I got the whole subdivision upside down right now. Just silly games that were fun back then.
The most difficult thing for me moving here has definitely been the language, dealing with the language. And I really thought I spoke English way better before I moved here. Like, I thought I speak English pretty well, but then I moved here, turns out, no. Like, there's words that I thought I knew that I didn't know. Like, the word that turned out to be the most complicated word here was a word I thought is like the easiest word. The word shit. Everybody knows what shit means. It's very simple. But it turns out it's the hardest word. When I moved here, I learned I didn't know shit. I didn't know shit about shit. Like, okay, if something is bad, you say it's shit. And that makes sense. We have that too back home. Shit means bad. That makes total sense. Shit means bad. But in here, if something is really good, it's the shit. Like, bad becomes good if you add the. And if I give shit to you, it means I'm being mean, I'm telling you off, I give shit. But if I give a shit, then I care. I care about you, I give a shit. And even mathematics stop working with shit. If somebody doesn't give a shit and somebody else doesn't give 2 shit, they are doing exactly the same thing. And somebody doesn't give half a shit, it's still the same thing. And nobody has not given 3 or more shits. So forget about math. Also the ownership of shit is very important. Who owns it? If it's my shit, it's good. It's always good, important, my shit. But everybody else's shit, bad. I can't deal with her shit anymore. I have to put up with his shit every day. And clean up your shit right now. But don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. My shit is important. Don't touch my shit. My shit is the most important thing we have. We have to protect. We have to keep our shit together. Don't touch. If you touch my shit, I'm gonna lose my shit. And if someone says and shit, that means nothing. It's just empty. Nothing. If somebody's like, well, I like to travel and shit. You have to realize that she only likes to travel. That's it. Or if somebody's like, hey, can you bring some chicken wings and onion rings and shit? Means nothing. I am not gonna make that mistake again. I wrote it down. Then you should always have the correct amount of shit in you. The correct amount. Because if you have too much, you can be full of shit. And that's not good. Then you're a liar. That's not good. But if you have too little, then you can be shitless. And then you're scared. Because somebody scared the shit out of you. And for some reason it's worse if it's alive. Like, oh, you scared the shit out of me. Wait, let me check. It's alive. You scared the living shit out of me. And if somebody gets in big trouble, they can say, oh no, we are in deep shit. Yeah, people say that, deep shit. But nobody ever says, don't worry, we're only in shallow shit. I think we should start using that. I think that's good. Like, how are you? Shallow shit. So it's always deep. There's no levels. It's always deep. It's always deep. The only levels of shit I found when you're talking about how deep shit has penetrated into a person. Because if they are shit-faced, it means that they're drunk. So it's gonna wear off in a day or two. But if the shit goes deeper and they are a shithead, the condition is a little bit more permanent. But you can still maybe do something. But if you really try, you can stop being a shithead. It's possible. But if it goes even deeper, and you have shit for brains, it's over. There's nothing you can do. It's all the way to the core. So that's And if someone says, I have shit to do, you have no idea what they're gonna do. The options are endless. Shit to do can be any activity on the planet. Shit to do can be taxis or cocaine, anything. Except one thing. One thing it never refers to, and that one thing, ironically, nobody says I have shit to do when they're going to the bathroom. Nobody, except me. I love to say like, hey, I have to go, I have shit to do. What are you going to do? I have already told you. No, I mean, what type of shit are you gonna do? Solid, I hope. And also, it's very important to know which animal has created the shit. It's very important which animal made it. If it's bullshit, then it's not true, it's a lie, it's bullshit. But if it's chicken shit, then it's being a coward, it's completely different. And if it's horse shit, then it's a theory that's not very good. Or if the theory is good, but it's done poorly, then it's dog shit. And then there's bad shit. There's bad shit, and bad shit means crazy. But actually it doesn't, because you still have to say crazy. You have to say like, oh, she is batshit crazy. So batshit doesn't mean crazy. Batshit means very. But it only works with crazy. You can't use it for something else. Like, oh, she is batshit horny. It's only crazy. And then there's ape shit. And that's also crazy, but it's different, because bad shit is permanently, ape shit temporarily. Somebody can be batshit crazy forever, but they can go ape shit for a second. And also, batshit is a single person, but apeshit can be the whole crowd. The crowd went apeshit. And that's basically the same meaning when you say the crowd went bananas. So bananas and apeshit mean the same thing. Which, if you think about it, makes sense. And then there's one more animal, and it's human, but it's not any human, it's not just anybody. It's one specific person, never anybody else. Every time, the same exact person, every single time, Jack. Nobody else's shit is ever mentioned. Never anybody else. I never heard like, well, I didn't understand Brian's shit. Only Jack, every time. Jack shit. And shit even has a meaning when there's no shit, in the absence of shit. Because when you say no shit, it means the truth. is the truth. No shit, this is the truth. And if you add a question mark after no shit, then it means really. No shit. And also after no shit, you can add the word Sherlock. And then it means obviously. So this is so complicated. That word it's complicated as shit. But you can still complicate it more. You can complicate it more. Shit can be divided into a piece of shit. And the piece of shit is different from the entire shit. It can be like, oh, my car is a piece of shit. Or oh, my phone, what's wrong with this piece of shit? Or it can be yourself if you're being a bad person. Oh, I'm just a piece of shit. And the piece can grow. It can get bigger and bigger, but it can never reach the whole shit. Because if I'm a piece of shit, I'm bad. If I'm a big piece of shit, I'm worse. Giant piece of shit, even worse. But if I'm the shit, I'm great. Thank you. Do you just... You can't make this shit up. I'm sure you're wondering when is he gonna run out of shit. Almost there. I think it's time that we should start to wrap this shit up. I learned that expression recently. I was in the bathroom. Somebody was knocking at the door like, hey, wrap that shit up. No. But he just kept going, wrap that shit up. Well, okay. Slide me some tin foil and like... That's the... She was the craziest lady. That's why I didn't leave the toilet seat down for her. Like, fuck. And this has been awesome. I'm so glad you are part of this, and I would love to stay longer here on stage, but I have shit to do. So thanks a lot. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Pocket. Yeah, y'all, float on. That grip out in your head. Float on. Just hold that groove right there and let it sink in. All around the world. Yeah. All around the world. Melodic doo-doo. Shit. Poop. Caca. Poop. Doo-doo. Yeah. Damn. Stop, back up, turn around. Skipping the dumb shit. Melodic doo-doo. A melodic doo-doo, baby. Beat the pink up, pump it till it hiccup. Pump it till the pussy poop. Beat the pink up, pump it till it hiccup. Pump it till the pussy poop. Beat the pink up, pump it till it hiccup. Pump it till the pussy poop.
Tylenol during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. Don't take Tylenol. Don't have your baby take Tylenol. Don't take Tylenol. There's no downside. Don't take it. Don't take Tylenol. But with Tylenol, don't take it. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Shut up! Shut the fuck! You're all right to take. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Okay.
Ba, ba, ba.
Okay.
Then I wanna funk you up.
Okay.
Then I wanna funk you up.
The mothership has arrived. Yo, George, Dr. Funkenstein, Clinton, and CimiFunk in the house, ready to turn this mother out. Hit it. Put your hands in the air. Boom, boom. Okay. Talk to brother.
Andas toda envuelta en la película.
Was all right.
De no tus pensas, salte ya de la novela y pon el cuerpo bajo presión. Deja que el boom del beat se huele y te revuelque y te ponga sin vergüenza. Actitud no te conviene, tanta finura te da dolores de cabeza. En que la carne deja desde temprano ocupa todos los días en la oficina. Y a ti te quiero ver en la vida. Tú
No te desesperes, tita. Yo te recojo ahorita. Americano con funk en la disco y tú verás que todo lo malo se te quita.
Tira tu confort, verás que el perreo es bueno pa' tu salud. Sacude sin piedad, dale que esa es la actitud. Que eso es lo bueno que tú entiendes. Tú calientas cuando te conviene. A ti te conozco de hace rato y tú no me engañas. Lo de bandita se te nota. A ti te alimentaron con guarapo. Tienes toda la maña.
Freedom is free of the need to be free. You are free to shake your rock tonight. Bend over. Dong, dong, dee.
Yeah. I like living in the city. It's nice. I grew up in the suburbs originally. The suburbs I'm not a huge fan of. The suburbs, they freak me out. I have like a big fear of like home invasions. Which I'm pretty scared of. You guys don't seem to be scared of that at all in any way whatsoever. The dead silence is making me feel like quite the pussy right now. And I feel like I'm being pretty vulnerable with you guys about my deepest and darkest fears. I'm afraid of home invasions, and I think like in the moment most people are. And I was thinking about that fear of mine. I think it's a lot worse in the suburbs than it is in the city. Because in the city there's so much noise, so much chaos. I don't even pay attention to that kind of thing. And then in the suburbs, it's like every little noise I hear in the middle of the night, I just freeze in my bed. And I'm like, I guess I'm going to die right now, right? That's my initial thought every single time. Like when I was like 10 years old, I used to wake my parents up every night at like 3 in the morning and be like, someone's downstairs right now. Every single night at 3 in the morning, I would go into my parents' room and I would say, somebody is downstairs. And it didn't occur to me until recently when I went home that like home invasions, that's like a pretty common fear to have. I think a lot of people are afraid of home invasions. And then I was thinking about that and I was like, there's like a pretty good chance that my parents are afraid of home invasions. And then I was thinking about that and I was like, that had to have been the most horrifying way to wake up every night at 3 in the morning for my parents. For my dad to just be sound asleep, he just feels a tiny hand rustling his chest. And then he opens his eyes and my face is 1 inch away from his. And just someone's downstairs right now. Imagine starting your day like that every single day. That's just the first thing you see when you open your eyes in the morning. Someone's downstairs just stealing all of our stuff. They're probably gonna kill you guys. I'm young enough, they'll let me live. Sometimes my dad would go away. He'd go on like a business trip or something. I'd have to wake up my mom instead. Which, no offense to my mom, but that was just completely fucking useless. No point in doing that at all. My mom was more scared than I was 99% of the time. I remember I would go into my parents' room when my dad was home, and I'd be like, Dad, I think I heard someone downstairs. And he'd be like, there's no one downstairs. Go back to bed. And then I'd go to my parents' room, and it was just my mom. And I'd be like, Mom, I think I heard someone downstairs. And she'd be like, you heard that shit too? Someone is down there right now. Someone is down there, and they are coming for us as we speak. And then she would have this whole master plan where I would stand at the top of the staircase holding a baseball bat at 10 years old. Which I don't know if you guys know the strength of a 10-year-old boy. Full swing with that baseball bat. You could just grab that and be like, no, not happening, not a chance. So I would stand holding the baseball bat. My mom would go 2 steps below me and she would look down the stairs and go, hello? For like 45 minutes to an hour. Just hello? And then she'd be like, all right, there's no one downstairs, back it up, we're going back to bed. And there never was anyone downstairs, right? There never was actually anyone down there. But in this hypothetical where there is somebody downstairs, what fucking fantasy land does my mom live in where like hello is gonna be the thing that scares off the home invaders? Isn't their number one goal to not get caught? And they're gonna hear hello coming from upstairs, and they're gonna be like, well, we can't just not reply, we gotta say something, right? Hey, down here. Just wrapping up. We'll be out of your hair in no time. Don't worry about us. I was home recently. My family, they're moving right now. And when I was home, my mom, she's really on my ass. She was like, hey, we're moving. You gotta box up all your shit. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then I didn't do it. And then another day went by and she was like, hey, we're moving. You gotta box up all your shit. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then I didn't do it again. And then on the 3rd day, I remember I woke up and I remember I was looking everywhere for my Zoloft medication, my antidepressants. Couldn't find them anywhere. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I swear I put these right on my nightstand. They're nowhere to be found. So I go downstairs, I find my mom. I was like, hey mom, have you seen my Zoloft anywhere? And she was like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I was like, are you sure? Because it was right on my nightstand and it's not there anymore. And then she pulls out a pill bottle from her back pocket and she rattles it around. And she goes, hey, is this your Zoloft? I was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then she goes, look, happiness is for good boys. Happiness is for good boys who box up their things when I tell them to. And then I went and I boxed up my things like mommy's good boy that I am. Despite some of the nasty faces I'm seeing right now, that's a fucking genius idea. That's a great parenting tactic. This is a pretty young crowd. 20 years from now, we're all gonna be doing that. Serotonin restriction. You wanna be happy? Do your homework on time. Get a little Zoloft as a sweet treat after dinner. Here's something, I'm not drinking right now. I stopped drinking like 6 months ago, which has been fine. That's been, no, that's pretty much just that got exactly what it deserved. It's not, it sucks, it's terrible. I stopped drinking, and, I definitely thought it was gonna be a lot better. That's for sure. And I thought it was gonna, like, change my life in a lot of really positive ways. It's probably made my life worse in way more ways than it's made it better. I don't do anything anymore. I didn't realize my only hobby was drinking. That was all I did. So now I just lay down all day, every day. That's all I do, is just lay down. 2 nights ago, I played video games for 7 hours straight. 7 hours just locked in. And then I got in bed and I watched YouTube videos of someone else playing the game I just played. And I was like, that was a pretty productive day. I got a lot done today. That was solid. One thing that I've noticed since I've stopped drinking is everyone I know that doesn't drink, they just get really into weed. That seems to be like a big trend. Quit drinking, you just start smoking weed all the time. I never did that because I never liked weed. I wanted to. I tried to like convince myself that I liked weed. When I was like 13 years old, I used to smoke just like a full joint to myself, get insanely high, and then just have the most intense panic attack you could possibly imagine. And I'd be like, man, weed is fucking awesome. I'm having a blast right now. So I didn't know anything about weed. I thought that's what it was like. I was like, I love a drug that makes it so I can't take a deep breath. That's my style. Let me hit that shit one more time. Starting to get those sharp chest pains that I really like. Another thing I noticed you get a much different reaction when you tell people you don't drink versus when you tell people you don't smoke weed. If you tell someone you don't drink, like one of your good friends, you're like, I'm not drinking anymore, their instant reaction is like, good for you, dude. That's great. Keep going. If you tell someone you don't smoke weed, someone who does smoke a lot of weed, you say, I don't smoke, their instant reaction is just, why? Why not? And then you gotta be like, oh, it makes me want to kill myself. And then they like to say this, they like to say, you're probably not smoking the right strain of weed. You probably just haven't found your strain yet. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to go through like a trial and error process for a drug I already don't like, right? I don't want to be like, wow, these 300 strains really made me want to kill myself. What a rough couple of months this has been. But luckily, I powered through and I found this strain over here that still makes me want to kill myself. I guess I'll smoke this one every day for the rest of my life. You never get that with alcohol, ever. You never even get anyone asking you questions about your sobriety from alcohol. You never meet someone who's like 25 years sober and you're like, well, have you tried Michelob Ultra? That might be your problem. I don't think you found your beer yet, dude. You gotta keep searching for your beer. That's why you can only see your kids on the weekends. You just haven't found your beer yet. You were drinking hazy IPAs before. Didn't mesh well with your personality. That's why you would go home and fist fight with your entire family every night. You're gonna give Coors Light a try, much more of a head buzz. All right, you guys were awesome. Thank you guys so much.